Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday before the 4th. I wanted to come on here and get you guys a really nice live, just 20 minutes of acupressure. We're going to keep it really simple. Just do a couple of face points and ear points to get you relaxed and ready for my favorite holiday. I don't know if many of you know, I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area, so this is our big celebration, better than even Christmas. So just waiting for a few hundred people to join us on TikTok. While we're joining us, I just really quick, we are streaming live from Instagram. Hello, Instagram. I hope you are enjoying our videos, and also streaming from YouTube as well as on TikTok. So we're on all three platforms. We're also on Facebook, and we've got two courses on Patreon, one for fertility, one for weight loss. They're under $20. So if you want to, you can join that. And on YouTube, we have two YouTube's Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. If you're not sure where to go, you can go to the link tree or the link in the bio and you'll see all the platforms. Also, all our monetization money goes towards future free clinics. I'm really chomping to get those open. We're trying to fundraise to do that because I really want them to stand the test of time. It'll be in Hyderabad, India, and also Washington, D.C. So hopefully we can open doors next year. So just know that when you support me or watch my videos, it's towards a good cause. All right, fantastic. We got a good quorum on here. Let's get some good acupressure. So let's start with this point. So I'm going to keep the timer so you don't have to worry about anything, and we're gonna go ahead and get some good acupressure. So we're gonna go from yin tong to the temples, along the jawline, all the way up. Everybody do this with me. This is a fantastic point. It's going to help with allergies, sinusitis, a cough, migraines, headaches. It can also help you with blood sugar and blood pressure. If you're having difficulty sleeping, or if you have that deep ache and fatigue, this is a great point. Also, this right here is a great acupressure point for blood pressure. This area gets ethmoid and sphenoid, this gets frontal, and this gets maxillary sinus. Also, we're getting points for women to help with a lot of different things, with ovulation, as the eyes represent the ovaries. Also, this area represents FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone, as well as thyroid. Also, this can help with men with men's issues. So these are great points just with wellness. This can also help with snoring, and it can also help with nitric oxide, which can be actually helpful for women regulating a cycle as well as for men. So this is fantastic. So that was 1 minute. So really, really good. I'm going to put my hair up and we're going to do a bunch of ear points. Everybody do this. You're going to feel nice and relaxed for these ear points. So let's do this together. And we're going to start off with ear Shen Men. Don't underestimate this point. This is such a good point for stress, anxiety, worry, fear, anger. It also helps with sleep. Now, why is sleep so important? Well, you know, from my patient base, I've noticed when women don't sleep well, they don't regulate their cycle well. Also, when you don't sleep well, you don't defecate properly, and weight loss can be a challenge. So this is such a good point. You guys know, if you go to the link in the bio, there's lots of different points. And so if you go to the link in bio under acupressure devices, you can get these. You can get them sent to India. You can get them sent to the US. They're super economical. You put the point there. And guess what? You don't have to press. It does it for you. So let's go ahead and do this. We're just not, keep it really straightforward. And we're going to use my fancy red pencil, and we're going to go ahead and acupress this area. This is so good. When you guys do this, don't you feel, oh, you bought the acupuncture pen. Oh, I'm glad you did that, darling. I'm really, really glad. So this is such a good point. I love this point. I love the way it makes me feel. I feel so nice and relaxed after I do the acupressure. So do consider this point, and this can help. We're getting a lot of questions on all the platforms. So someone's asking, am I a doctor? That's a good question. So I've been doing this for more than 20 years, and I have treated over 100,000 patients. So I have a master's, and I was trained by one of the best in the world, Dr. Richard Tan. He passed away a little while ago. And so I decided not to get my doctorate. I ended up going and treating 10,000 people in a free clinic in India. So that's what I did. So short answer, no, I'm not a doctor. but I'm an expert in the field and I've treated 100,000 patients. Fantastic. Next point we're going to do is we're going to do the rim of the ear. This is fantastic. Let's do this together. So let's go ahead and acupress. Oh, this feels so good. I love this point. Do you guys love this point? This is really good for anxiety and anger and frustration. I love this point because I work in a hospital and I feel like at the end of the day when I do this point, I just feel so good and relaxed. It just helps, you know, hospitals are busy. A lot going on. So this really helps with just taking the edge off. So I want you to consider doing this to help with anxiety, frustration, and anger. Do you know anxiety turns into anger if it's not managed? And then if anger isn't managed, guess what? It turns into sadness. So this is a great point for helping with that spectrum. And if you take the edge off, guess what? You are not feeling stressed and you're going to sleep better. Then you're going to release melatonin. Melatonin is going to turn into serotonin. You're going to be happier. When you're happier, guess what? You crave less chocolate. You crave less sweets. You crave less cigarettes. You crave less vaping. That's why these points are really good. And I want you to consider doing the rim of the ear for anxiety, anger, frustration, worry, blood pressure, and taking the edge off of various cravings. The next point we're going to do, this is such a good point. It's going to make you feel so good. You don't have to use the AccuPen to doing this, but you can if you want. AccuPen is in the 5th link in the bio. So let me walk you through why this is such a good point and why you feel so good when you do it. Excuse me, you have kidney, liver, endocrine, you have a spleen, stomach, and also heart. So let's do this together. My hair is really wispy today. So this is a fantastic point for so many different things. If you're trying to lose weight and you're not quite sure what's going on, this is a good point. If you're in menopause, you're feeling that rage and you're feeling that weight gain, this is a good point. If you're trying to regulate your cycle, this is a good point. You just had a baby and you're feeling out of sorts for not only emotion but weight loss, this is a good point. If you have PCOS and you're gaining weight, or you have PCOS and you have difficulty ovulation, or if you have difficulty ovulating or difficulty or unexplained fertility, you can do this along with your doctor's recommendation. If you have a broken metabolism, you can do this point. Gentlemen, if you're struggling with testosterone, you can do this point. This is such a good point. It kind of helps balance out the X factor, helps with FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone, thyroid, blood sugar, and blood pressure. Also, don't forget, you guys, I've talked to you guys about this a lot, but where's the point? It's actually a bunch of points. So it's actually manages the entire body by doing this half circle. So also with a lot of things, as long as you're not pregnant, you can consider cinnamon, ginger, turmeric. These are really good things for so many different things. They can help with blood sugar, blood pressure. They can help with aches and pains. It's such a good thing. Really good stuff. Okay. Let's see. For sore throat, you can massage the back of the neck just like this. And for ringing in the ear, avoid the dairy, avoid the salt, avoid the sugar, avoid the alcohol. You're going to hate me. And as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this 3 minutes every 20 minutes till the ringing is a little bit managed. So that's what you can do. All right, we're going to do fluid behind the ears. Also, just get checked out by your doctor. You don't want an infection or anything like that. So do get checked out by your doctor. But you can also do this point as long as you are not pregnant. Really good. Yes, golden milk tree, but with water. Yes, you can do that too, darling. That's very good. Very good. Okay, next point we're going to do is, this is a fantastic point for relaxation and weight loss. So let's do this together. So what I want you to do is take the fingers, and then I want you to cuff the ear like this. And we want you to, oh, this feels so good. This is a great point for headaches, for migraines, for intermittent fasting if you can't sleep, or if you don't want to break the fast and you want to stay on your diet, you can do this till your cravings go away. This is a fantastic point if you're feeling hungry with calorie deficit. If you want to quit smoking or vaping, you can do this for 3 minutes till that craving goes away. Really, really good. So this is a great acupressure point that you can do. I wish I learned it while we were growing up. We did fasting till after we went to the temple on Sunday. This would have been a real good point to do for 3 minutes to help manage the hunger. So what you would do is you would do it for 3 minutes. till you had the craving goes away, whether it's a hunger craving or it's a sugar craving, a salt craving, or you want to smoke or vape. You would just take your fingers and you can cuff the ear on both sides and do this acupressure point. Next point that I want you to consider doing is taking your fingers, and I want you to massage right behind the neck. So we were going to the mastoid process. This is Jack right here. And I want you to go ahead and acupress this area. Really, really good. So let's see, feel like rubbing my skin off. Don't do that, darling. Don't do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the ear and then you're going to acupress right behind the ear, just like this. So try that for me. This is a great point for sleep. If you're having difficulty sleeping, this is a great point. And I can't stress this enough. I don't feel like people sleep well. This is such a good point. Oh, hey, Patricia, good to see you on here. Where do I apply the ear seeds to lose weight? You know where I would apply? Good question. So ear seeds, what I would do is right where the tragus, so right here. I want you to apply it right here. So I want to be careful here. So what you can do is that you can place them after you eat, and then they really help the cravings. So Patricia, do you got that, dear? I want to make sure you know that, because if you do that before you eat, then you're not going to feel hungry. So you're going to place the ear seed right here where the ear attaches to the face, right there. Patricia, Patricia, can you let me know that you got that? Let me know that you got that, dear. Okay, sweet. Okay, and it really is very effective. So do that after you eat. Go ahead and put the ear seeds here. And then when you're, after you wear it and you know you're about to eat another meal, then take the ear seeds off. And then this is called an AcuPen. So you can get this in the link in the bio. It's called I think it's the 5th link. It's the Acu devices. You can do that. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a night. I actually have to get a phone call for work. But then also for bloated, you guys have no excuses for bloated. So for bloated, you're welcome, Patricia. For bloated, you can, as long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point. As long as you're not pregnant, you can do this point for 3 minutes, every 20 minutes. The bloating goes away. We just did a video on that probably 2 days ago, so you can check that out. You can also look at the pinned videos. Also, what you can do too is you can drink peppermint tea. You can also drink peppermint tea. So for fertility, check out the Patreon account. You can see that there's courses, and then you can go to the main YouTube channel. There's a 30-day course on regulating a cycle, and also the fertility and weight loss channel. There's great videos on there on YouTube for fertility as well. Let's see, how do you recommend using the pen with the battery in it? Yes, you can use the battery. It's totally up to your comfort. I don't use the battery, but you can totally do that. Peppermint tea for bloating. Yes, peppermint tea for bloating. All right, you guys, I got to make the phone call for work, and I will be around tomorrow. So I'm going to try to do a few lives tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I will be back. We're going to get back on these lives, get you all healthy, and do our very best to get there. Work with your doctor. These are in addition to your doctor's recommendation. Don't forget to check out YouTube, both channels, as well as Instagram. And thank you for all the followers on Instagram. You've been great, as well as TikTok. And also, it's the same name across all platforms, but we've got 2 channels on YouTube. All right, love you. Happy 4th. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.